Welcome back, everybody. So today we're going to have the next tasting of beer number 19 in my 2-hop series featuring Cascade and Centennial. In this series, I did make 20 batches using Centennial and Cascade differently with different malts. No other hops, just different malts, hop combined. Jeez, if I could talk today. Malts combined, malts separate, smash beers, kind of one malt, 2 hops. But this one is Centennial Cascade. Now, like I said, I made 20 of them. The first 2 were Cascade Centennial, then Centennial Cascade, and I wanted to wrap it all up. So again, I made beer 19 Centennial Cascade, beer 20 is Cascade Centennial. The only difference is now we're using man, I cannot talk today, S04 yeast instead of US05. So this is using 2 pounds, 4 ounces of 2-row. Now this is a small gallon batch, 1.25 gallons going into the carboy. 1 hour boil, 0.25 ounces of Centennial at 60, 0.25 ounces of Cascade at 10, 0.25 ounces of Centennial at 5 for the dry hop. 3 days into fermentation, 0.25 ounces of each for 7 days, then bottle. Man, beer, still burping up beer number 18. Bottled on 10/24, 7.52% ABV. Good hiss, good smoke. Here comes the carbonation. We do have some carbonation coming up. I'm guessing if I would let it sit here, it would bubble over a little bit, which it's coming up right now. There you go. Hopefully you guys can see that. How high can we get? Let's go ahead and pour it in here. And that's what you're going to see with some beers over time, especially bottled beers, especially IPAs, in my opinion. Now, most people, most home brewers would say do not use carbonation tablets, which I do use on every single brew. I'm probably up 60, 70 in the last year of home brews. I do use carbonation tablets all the time. I was using the big ones, and then it was really overcarbing the beers. So I actually went to the small pearl carbonation tablets, and they seem to be working better. But like this IPA, after 3-4 months, you're not gonna really want to keep it around. I'm doing it just to test them, and just like beer number 18, some beers are meant to age, even if they're IPAs, a little bit. So this head is like eggshell white, small and medium bubbles. A good finger of head. Bubbles on the side are compact and spread apart like dish soap and bubble wrap. So we got both of them going on. Bright yellow in color. I do have a lot of floaties in there. I'm going to go with that is true over like yeast particles floating. S04 is a low flocculation yeast, so you could keep that yeast in suspension to help haze out your beer or make it cloudy. I'm guessing mine is from bottling straight out of the fermenters, and that's why I've got all the particles and stuff in there. Also, when you overcarb a beer, even if you look at it, you see all those bubbles rising from the bottom, and because of that, it is going to be pulling stuff unless you filter your beers, which I do not filter. So let's go ahead and smell this thing, see what we get. What I do remember, because I don't watch the videos before I do the next review, is breadiness. Like I was getting some doughy, almost like a sourdough, and I was thinking that could have been a quality of the yeast, since I hadn't picked that up in any of the other tastings. More lemon citrus, a little malt. Yeah, a touch of toasted bread, but that lemon citrus. When I first reviewed these, that's one thing that stuck in my mind also, was it seemed like that S04 was giving off more of a lemon, where beers 1 and 2, I did a side-by-side, I'll post a card up here. Beers 1 and 2 didn't have that lemon citrus. It was citrus, but this does bring more of that lemon quality. And talking to some other people, they also get more lemon citrus when they use S04 in beers like this. But yeah, smells good, a little low, but for 6 months old, what do you expect? Let's go ahead and taste. Very smooth, overcarbed. Nice, subtle, lightly toasted malt lemon citrus. More on the citrus side than lemon. You could almost say the aftertaste is more grapefruit, but that S04 could be enhancing the citrus and just making me think that it's lemon. But like I said, I have talked to other people, and they've said lemon citrus more than just, I get more citrus. We should, I guess, kind of get more grapefruit because we are using Centennial, and sometimes that does bring out grapefruit. I think this one works well with the body. It is overcarbed, but with the lighter body, it's not a big lemon citrus or a grapefruit citrus or a big bitterness. It's nice and low, and I think it works well with the body. This is on the lower side of medium, not yet medium. Like beer 18 was a lot thicker than this. It was medium. And I think the flavors in this do work well with a lighter bodied beer. Now, if it was big time, robust grapefruit with lots of bitterness, I would probably say, like I do most of the time, it's not balanced. But with that touch of toasted malt and just that nice fine taste of that lemon citrus, it works in this one. I would like to see some more malt in here. Maybe bring that body up just a little bit. But for the most part, it's a double IPA, technically 7.5 and above. But good summer beer. Nice, light, almost like a lemonade. But obviously you're getting some toasted bread and it's a beer in there. It'll be interesting to see what beer number 20, because I'm not getting that doughiness or that sourdough that I remember getting out of the other tastings of 19 and 20. And I believe I got them out of both. But overall, nice drinking beer. I think it's on the dry side a little bit. It probably did attenuate just a little too much and dried out this beer because the ABV is so high. But for the most part, that just means you want to drink more. So I will do a side-by-side of this and beer number 20 just to see the differences in flipping the hops. But yeah, overall, good beer. If you enjoyed this video, check some more homebrew videos out over here. And until next time, happy brewing.